Welcome to BizTV's Beyond the Brand. I'm Kelly Phillips. Today I'm joined by Grant Freeman, president of Thryv. Thryv is an industry-leading marketing and sales platform that helps small business get discovered online, land more sales, and grow efficiently. Stay with us. We'll be back with more Beyond the Brand. Are you looking for a better way to run your business? From scheduling appointments to managing customer relationships, it can be a lot to handle. Our next guest is here to help with that. We're joined by Grant Freeman from Thryv, and he's going to tell us how to simplify and grow your business. Welcome, Grant, to the show. Hi, Grant.
And thank you very much.
Let's kind of get your background. Where did you grow up? What was life like? And how did you get to what you're doing today?
Yeah, so I'm born in New York City and raised in New Jersey, but I've lived all over helping small businesses. I think probably the most important thing about my background is ever since I graduated Penn State University in the year 2000, which is totally aging me right now, Kelly, all I've done is serve the needs of small business. I actually started by walking up and down the streets of the Mon Valley south of Pittsburgh, selling space in phone books, and that was the beginning of my journey to helping small businesses grow. And through all the evolutions and transformations we've gone through as a society, with the inception of digital media, of the big disruptor back in the day of Google, and now transitioning into AI, all I've ever done is dedicated my entire adult career to helping small businesses grow and thrive.
Now, why small businesses? Where's your passion for small businesses coming from?
Well, to be completely fair, when I graduated from college, Kelly, I just wanted a job, and that's who gave me one. So I was like, wow, this is great, small business, yay. But it's really hard to not fall in love with small business owners. I mean, they're the backbone of not only the U.S. economy, but of the world economy still today. And they're entrepreneurial and they're brave. And so much of what they do makes such an impact on the local community. So it transcends their ability to generate revenue. It transcends their ability to get rich. Really, they are the lifeblood of many communities, which is why, Kelly, I'm sure people like yourself, and I know like myself, really love to shop local.
Absolutely. Now tell us about Thryv. What is it? How did you start it? Where did this whole idea come from?
Well, what's really crazy to understand is that, the history of Thryv goes back over 100 years. Thryv was birthed from, Kelly, all of the phone book publishers. So think of your Dex Medias and your Super Pages and your YPs and YP.com from back in the day. A roll-up of all of those is really what formed what we now know as Thryv. Over the past decade, we've been on a journey to help small businesses move into cloud-based technology. We did realize, believe it or not, Yellow Pages are not going to make a comeback, Kelly, as much as you and I might have thought they would. So the transition to cloud-based technology has been really good, both for all of our clients that we serve and for ourselves. We're in this massive secular movement right now where small businesses are embracing and adopting more technology, which they're now deeming essential for them to keep up with the regional and national players. And we're really happy to be leading the way with their ability to do so.
So how do you balance driving operational efficiency while maintaining a deeply customer-centric culture across such a broad portfolio of teams?
Yeah, I absolutely love that question. Thank you for asking it. I think it's really important to understand the affinity that everybody, from myself and our CEO, Joe Walsh, all the way down to our frontline people, the affinity and respect that we have for small businesses. We spend a lot of time with them, so we aren't ivory tower leaders. We're in the trenches, we're in the field, we're on calls with our customers and with our prospects on a monthly basis, staying very close to their needs and their goals, hopes, their aspirations, their dreams. And I think that when you do that, that's where everything starts. You understand the people that you are here to serve, and then you can make the right choices. Now, as far as, our employees, it's really simple. When you understand what the client wants, you build from that. And so the systems and the processes that we put in place ensure that our employees are happy as well. So we take this very balanced approach at EX and CX, so employee experience and client experience, because we know that the two are so fantastically interwoven with one another.
Now, can you share a specific story where Thryv's approach made a measurable difference for your client's business success?
There are so many. We have over 100,000 clients right now on our sales and marketing platform. I can just give you a couple of examples, though. We had a dog groomer that was working out of their house in the post-COVID era. And when we walked in, Kelly, this was a prime candidate, somebody whose CRM was color-coded Post-it notes up and down a full-length mirror inside their office. We took those Post-it notes, and you know what we did? We moved it into the cloud. We help them embrace a CRM, segment their client base, enable them to send out digital estimates and invoices to get paid online, built them a modern website. And over the course of time, they went from 60 to 70 Post-it notes that were representative of 60 to 70 clients that they had served to over 1,000. Because in addition to the run your business software, what we've really leaned into, where we really help small business owners, is we help them grow. We help them grow through filling the top of the funnel, helping them convert more of the opportunities in the middle of the funnel, and then also helping them bring the people that they've served once back again and again through some of our advanced but simple automations as well.
And that's incredible. You're helping them save money and save the planet. I mean, no more trees and Post-it notes everywhere. That's huge.
I have to admit, the Post-it note system was far more complicated than any software I've ever been involved with.
I bet so. Now, how does Thryv stay ahead in the rapidly changing market for small business solutions? And what innovations are you most excited about right now?
So I think this, not to be boring, but this does go back to staying close to our customers, being on the front lines. And that doesn't just go for myself or my boss. It goes for our frontline leadership, and maybe more excitingly, our product leaders. Our product leaders spend a lot of time understanding the use cases of our clients by sitting with them, by interviewing them via Zoom. So we're able to understand the problems that we're solving and also the problems that they wish we would solve. As we move forward, as you can imagine, I'm going to say the two letters, Kelly. You ready?
I'm ready.
It's going to be AI is what we're really interlacing throughout the very fabric of our technology. Some of the things we're doing right now are helping people post across all the major social media platforms by helping them create posts. So they can talk to our social media platform and they can tell it what they're thinking about. They can type what they're thinking about, and it will come out with 3 different iterations of suggestions of what their post should look like on each platform. We do the same thing to help them respond to reviews. The software understands the sentiment of a review that's been left for them and then responds in kind. We're continuing to advance the AI that's in the platform itself, because at the end of the day, whether you're a roofer, a plumber, a chiropractor, a dentist, an attorney, you're really good at your core competency of doing what you love. And we want to give them tools that are powerful, yet AI-driven, that are pretty hands-off in nature, so that they have this sort of 1 + 1 = 3. They don't have to take their eye off of what they're doing over here to address things on the software side. It just works.
Well, and with AI, a lot of people are a little hesitant, but AI can truly have your own voice. You just have to teach it how to become your own voice, right?
Absolutely. And all of the AI that we've implemented, so far has been what they coin human in the loop. So out of an abundance of caution and to take down the barriers that exist because of the fear that you just alluded to, we don't have the AI generating and posting or generating and sending. Instead, we have it generating, and then the user, the owner of the business or the person that's running the software for the business owner, gets to read it first and then choose what they're comfortable with or edit it. But it saves them time in so much as it gives them a starting place. And that's what's really important from a comfort level, sort of taking that crawl, walk, run approach, where AI is not going to send out something super silly that has them end up on the news. You know?
Yes, exactly. Well, Grant, we've got lots of other questions. If you don't mind, we need to take a quick break, and then we'll come back and talk more about Thryv.com.
That's great. Thank you.
And we're back with Grant Freeman, president of Thryv. And Grant, what strategies have proven most effective in aligning your global teams from sales and marketing to operations and even legal?
We are all so passionate about small business that it's pretty easy to do this. Like we're almost, I would say that having a shared mission and shared vision of being a company that can truly ensure the success, the long-term viability, the growth trajectory of small businesses across the globe is a strong enough fabric to really bond us together. From an operational standpoint, what I'd say is we're very good at communication. We over-communicate to everybody change that's coming, successes that we've had, trials and tribulations that we're having now, and we talk openly about it also, which I think fosters a very healthy and open culture as well. So I think we do a lot of things right in that arena. The communication piece, Kelly, is really key. As you can imagine, we are a remote-first company, which means you have to find really good ways to stay connected, and information flow is definitely of paramount importance.
As someone who's prioritized both client and employee happiness, what unique practices has Thryv implemented to foster employee engagement?
Yeah, so it's great. We actually track that on a quarterly basis so that we understand if we're getting better or getting worse. Because as I alluded to previous in the conversation, there is a direct and linear correlation between your EX, so your employee experience, and the engagement scores of them, and the client experience that they're able and willing to deliver to our all-important clients on a daily basis. So we solicit feedback. What's your workload like? How are you feeling? What do you think we could do better? What are the systems that you have to work in daily like? What would improve them? And we take that very seriously, and we've invested very heavily in our modern tech stack going forward so that we can make our employees' lives significantly easier. And by way of doing that, we enable them to help more clients, which is the efficiency part, but ensure that we help them more than we were ever able to before with a lesser tech stack. So I think there's an awesome correlation between the technology that we empower our employees with and their ability to exceed expectations with our clients.
Now, Thryv is something that can be useful for, like you said, dog groomers, to really anybody. It's endless who you can help.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is. So even though we have a very horizontal software, it is powerful enough to be configured for almost any industry. Our sweet spot is definitely the services industry. So if you think home services, human services, pet services, professional services, we're excellent there. Although we do have, some retail, travel, things of that nature, restaurants. But for the most part, we really find our sweet spot in the service industry. I will say, Kelly, though, what we are doing moving forward that we just launched is we are going to go vertical. So we're going to have this sort of broad horizontal umbrella, but underneath it with the areas that we have key strengths, one of which we just launched, which is HVAC contractors. We are building out completely customized out-of-the-box solutions built by HVAC for HVAC, and we're going to continue to roll those out on a monthly basis moving forward. So it'll be like an overlay-underlay play.
Oh, that's awesome. So what has been the toughest challenge thus far in your role as president of Thryv?
Yeah, so it's a fantastic question, and I'm asked that a lot. I would have to say, overall, we're a business that's been in the throes of tremendous transformation and evolution. Kelly, if we go back to the beginning of this conversation, my goodness, I said that our core, our roots are steeped in print yellow pages, right?
Yeah.
And even after, there was the secular decline that began in print yellow pages, it was then Google advertising, and now we've developed into the industry-leading sales and marketing platform for small business. So as you go through each phase of the evolution, there's upskilling that's needed. There's people that still exist on sort of the traditional part of the business versus the software part of the business, and you have to ensure that everybody feels relevant, feels like they're getting the tools that they need to do their role, and that everybody feels like they're an important part of the future. So I think the balance of employee sentiment with evolution and transformation and looking forward for where we want to go, I think it's really important to keep the pulse of an organization. Again, think about managing the secular decline, almost metronomic decline of a print yellow page and digital marketing services business, managing that in addition to, at the same time, managing the rapid growth of a software business that's approaching $500 million in revenue and over 100,000 customers, it's a lot to keep your eye on and to ensure that you have the right balance of tone, messaging, and caring for your employees and your customers on both sides of the business. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. And it's got to be reassuring as a small business to know that I've got somebody there helping me to embrace all the changes that keep getting thrown at me day in and day out, because it's never ending. It's going to change.
It's never ending. And one of our superpowers, if you will, Kelly, is that our business advisors are really interwoven into the fabric of the communities that they serve. When the base of your people came from the people that used to help you with your marketing and advertising for the last 100 years, there's a certain element of trust that comes from that. The in-person nature of much of the work that goes on, the sitting sort of shoulder to shoulder with the small business owner. And now you're not talking Yellow Pages. Maybe you're not even talking Google. Instead, you're talking sales and marketing platforms. We've always been there to help them in the next phase of evolution and of their transition, in this case, to the cloud. They're never alone with us, and that's really important because we like to say, Kelly, we win on service. We have a no customer left behind attitude. We will help them until they get it and ensure their success.
I've got to ask, what drives you personally to keep this passion so enraged? I mean, you've got this passion that just comes across on the screen.
Well, I really appreciate that, Kelly. I always tell people I don't have to manufacture energy. I love what I do at my core. And probably the biggest thing is like the example I spoke about, the dog groomer, right? Mm-hmm. The ability to watch a small business owner transform their business and then achieve beyond even their initial hopes, dreams, aspirations. It's transformative for them. And you can't tell me that you wouldn't get passionate if you see client after client, feedback after feedback. Thank you so much. I've been able to accomplish this, send my kid to this school, get a vacation home, spend more time with my family through your automations. It's so rewarding. So that's number one, Kelly. And then second are our employees, the resiliency, the upskilling, the ability to go from relevant in one arena to more than relevant, an industry leader in the arena of software, and watch them achieve both personal and professional aspirations during a time of immense change. I take fantastic pride in that. And that is definitely what keeps me going.
Well, where do you see the biggest opportunities for growth and impact at Thryv?
So over the course of the last year, we've really transitioned what we focus on. Initially, when we launched the software business, Kelly, we were very focused on helping small businesses run their business more efficiently. So that's things like CRM and scheduling, et cetera, that are very important. Don't get me wrong. But a little over about 2 years ago, so the end of 2023, around this time actually in 2023, we launched a product called Marketing Center, right? It's the core of a sales and marketing platform that enables people to understand where their leads and opportunities are coming from, gives them the ability to manage all their social media, to respond to reviews, to understand what their competitors are doing. A whole bunch of foundational stuff like that, and it sold like hotcakes. So we've leaned into growth. The one thing that resonates from any small business owner that you speak to is they'd like to grow. Nobody got into business to be bang on average. They want to grow their business. They want to understand what tools and technology can aid them in their endeavor to grow their business. So we've leaned into that. We now have, as I mentioned, the industry leading sales and marketing platform for small businesses, whether they're in the United States, Australia, New Zealand, or Canada. And that growth messaging and enabling growth of small business is something we're really, really proud of. And that's where all of the opportunity lies going forward. How can we make it easier for them to grow their business faster? And obviously a piece of that will be what, like we mentioned before, incorporating more and more AI into the platform.
Grant, I've got to ask, because people are sitting at home going, how do I get in touch with this guy? How do folks find out more about Thryv?
Thryv.com, and we spell Thryv the cool way, THRYV, Thryv.com. All the information about the sales and marketing platform is there and how we help businesses market, sell, and grow better.
Grant, thanks so much for your time today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for the invite, Kelly. I appreciate it.
Thanks for watching BizTV's Beyond the Brand. Be sure to subscribe to the BizTV YouTube channel, where you'll find full episodes of this show, a 24/7 live stream, fresh BizTV content, and a few surprises each week to help you stay inspired.